By 2040, space will no longer feel like a distant frontier reserved only for astronauts and scientists. It will become a rapidly expanding part of human life, industry, and survival strategy. The next 2 decades are expected to reshape everything we know about exploration, technology, and even the future of civilization itself. One of the biggest changes will be the rise of permanent human presence beyond Earth. Today, astronauts spend months on space stations, but before 2040, we may see fully functioning space habitats where people live and work for years. These will not be simple research outposts, but advanced orbital cities powered by solar energy, recycling systems, and artificial gravity concepts. The idea of living in space will slowly shift from science fiction into a realistic career path for engineers, doctors, and even tourists. Another major transformation will come from the moon. Instead of being a place visited only during missions, it is expected to become a strategic hub. By the 2030s, bases on the lunar surface could be used for mining essential resources like water ice, which can be converted into fuel. This means the moon could act as a fueling station for deeper space missions. Some predictions even suggest the construction of lunar factories that manufacture equipment in low gravity, making production more efficient than on Earth. Mars will also play a central role in this timeline. While full colonization may still be developing, significant steps toward human settlement are expected before 2040. Early Martian bases could focus on survival research, agriculture experiments, and long-term habitation studies. These missions will test whether humans can truly live on another planet without constant support from Earth. If successful, they will open the door to permanent interplanetary civilization. Space tourism will also experience dramatic growth. What once cost billions for governments will become a luxury industry for private citizens. Suborbital flights, orbital hotels, and possibly short stays in space stations may become available for those who can afford them. As technology improves and competition increases, prices are expected to gradually decrease, making space travel more accessible than ever before. Beyond travel, space will become a powerful economic zone. Companies will begin mining asteroids for rare metals, such as platinum, nickel, and other valuable elements. These resources could transform global industries by reducing scarcity on Earth. Entire missions may be designed to capture and redirect small asteroids for controlled extraction. This shift will mark the beginning of an off-world economy that extends far beyond our planet. Permanent human life in space sovereignty. By 2040, people may live in advanced space habitats and orbital stations for long periods, turning space living into a normal profession and lifestyle. By 2040, the idea of humans living permanently in space will no longer seem impossible, but will, instead, become a developing reality. Space habitats and orbital stations are expected to evolve from small research centers into large, self-sustaining living environments. These structures will likely include advanced life support systems that recycle air, water, and waste with near-perfect efficiency, allowing humans to survive for years without returning to Earth. Artificial gravity technology may also be tested to reduce the harmful effects of long-term weightlessness on the human body, such as bone loss and muscle weakness. Life in these habitats will not be limited to astronauts alone. Scientists, engineers, medical experts, and even private workers could live and work in space as part of growing industries beyond Earth. Over time, space settlements may develop their own routines, economies, and social systems, slowly forming the foundation of a new type of civilization. These habitats will rely heavily on solar energy and automated systems, making them highly independent. As Duncan it. Bowen 4. Technology advances, living in space may become more common, and what once felt like science fiction could turn into a normal extension of human life, marking the beginning of humanity's journey as a multi-planetary species. Moon as a space hub. The moon could become a key base for mining resources like water ice, producing fuel, and supporting deeper space missions. By 2040, the moon is expected to transform from a distant object of curiosity into a strategic and highly valuable hub for space exploration. Instead of being visited only during short missions, It may host permanent bases designed for long-term operations. One of the most important roles of the Moon will be its natural resources, especially water ice found in permanently shadowed craters. This ice can be converted into oxygen for breathing and hydrogen for rocket fuel, making the Moon a key refueling station for missions traveling deeper into space, including Mars and beyond. This alone would drastically reduce the cost and difficulty of space travel because spacecraft would not need to carry all their fuel from Earth. In addition to fuel production, the Moon could also support mining operations for rare minerals that are valuable for advanced technologies on Earth and in space industries. Scientists also expect the development of lunar construction sites where robots and automated systems build infrastructure, using local materials, reducing dependence on Earth-based supplies. Because of its lower gravity, the Moon may become an ideal location for testing spacecraft, launching missions, and assembling large space structures. Over time, it could function like a bridge between Earth and the rest of the solar system, making it one of the most important stepping stones in human expansion into deep space. Mars exploration progress for the human settlements on Mars may focus on survival, agriculture, and research to test long-term human life on another planet. Mars is expected to be one of the most important destinations in humanity's future before 2040, as early steps toward human settlement begin to take shape. Instead of being fully colonized, Mars will likely host small but advanced research bases designed to study long-term survival in extreme condition. These bases will focus on solving critical challenges, such as producing oxygen from the thin carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere, growing food in controlled environments, and protecting humans from intense radiation. Scientists will use these missions to understand whether people can truly adapt to living on another planet without constant support from Earth. Robotic systems will play a major role by building shelters, maintaining equipment, and preparing the surface before humans arrive. Early Martian settlers may live in compact habitats connected by tunnels or sealed structures to protect them from dust storms and freezing temperatures. Energy will likely come from solar panels and possibly small nuclear systems to ensure constant power. Communication with Earth will still face delays, so crews will need to operate with a high level of independence. Over time, these missions will lay the foundation for more permanent settlements, turning Mars into a long-term goal for expansion and scientific discovery, and marking a major step toward becoming a multi-planetary species. Growth of space economy and tourism, space tourism, asteroid mining, and private space companies may create a new off-world economy and luxury travel industry. Technological and scientific breakthroughs of FEI will manage space missions. Communication systems will connect Earth with space colonies, and there may even be discoveries of microbial life beyond Earth. By 2040, space tourism and the commercial space industry are expected to grow into a powerful global economy, changing how people think about travel and luxury. What was once limited to highly trained astronauts will gradually become accessible to wealthy civilians, and over time even middle-income travelers may have limited access as costs decrease. Suborbital flights could allow passengers to experience a few minutes of weightlessness and see the Earth's curve, while orbital hotels may offer longer stays in space with breathtaking views of the planet below. These space stations could include comfortable living spaces, entertainment areas, and research zones, making space travel more than just a short adventure. At the same time, private companies will compete to develop faster, safer, and more affordable spacecraft, driving innovation at an unprecedented rate. Beyond tourism, industries such as asteroid mining will begin to emerge, targeting valuable resources like platinum and rare metals that are scarce on Earth. These materials could transform manufacturing, electronics, and energy production. Space-based manufacturing may also develop, where products are created in zero gravity for higher precision and quality. As competition increases between companies and nations, space will become not only a place of exploration, but also a center of economic opportunity, marking the beginning of a true space-based marketplace.